Hobbyist here, and welcome to another episode of Bowman. Ow! Ultra and Fleer. Oh my! King Griffey Jr., Dennis Eckersley, Gary Carter, and the rest here on episode 14 of Season 6 of Bowman Ultra and Fleer. And if this is your first time here, what we're going to do is we're going to open up the upper left-hand corner, a right-hand corner of each of these boxes. Don't know right from left. And get the best card out of the pack, and then we're going to pit each pack against each other. And we're going to look for the gold, silver, and bronze of the episode. And then we'll also do an honorable mention. And let's do a recap from last week. So there was a lot of people in the comments talking about Alan Trammell. And Alan Trammell, I went through all the episodes of Bowman Ultra and Fleer, and seeing that Alan Trammell had actually been on the podium before. He has been on the podium every season, at least once, except for season 4, and he has had only one gold win, and that was episode number 2 of season 5. But he has also been on he's also been on the board twice this season already. So yeah, that's kind of sad of me not to remember at least twice this season, not to remember that Alan Trammell has been on the board. But let's get right into this, and we'll get our pack of 1989 Upper Deck. This is what we opened last. We are still hunting for the King Griffey Jr. out of that. Don't know if we're going to get it because these are high numbers, but we're going to try our best. And then we've got, next will be the Fleer box. This is our pack of 1989 Fleer. We have gotten a King Griffey Jr. out of this already. Let's move this one up so we can get the whole thing in there. We got the Detroit Tigers on the front of this one. But this is a half box, so I might get another one. Not very likely, but we'll see. I hope so. That would be awesome. But if we get another Griffey, that means we won't get maybe a Randy Johnson out of there. So that would be not so awesome. I kind of want Randy Johnson because I don't think I have Randy Johnson in Fleer yet. And this is our Gold Brick 1993 Fleer Ultra Series 2 pack. We call it Gold Brick Ultra because these packs have been bricked for the last few episodes, and this one was turned upside down, so there's a little snow in this episode. We're going to get some snow at the end of August in this episode. And here's where we start. I don't know why I took that out. It's hard to get back in. But we start out with 1989 Bowman with the 36-year-old gum, and most likely repacked. We got Cindy Alomar Jr. on back, but this has been in the freezer. We're trying to get some gum off of here. I'm going to try to get all off at the same time. There we go. Nope, didn't work. So John Smiley. Crunchy gum. That's how I like my 36-year-old gum. I'm gonna get it off there real quick. So I got it all off. That's awesome. I'm going to start off with John Smiley for the Pirates. Shout out to Zach's Collections for the Pirates. They went through there pretty good. It almost got the second card. Speaking of, yeah, this one's probably been searched. What's that, another gum card? Alright, we'll put that over. Our commercial card is another Mickey Mantle. We get a lot of these Mickey Mantles out of this season. I don't think we got this many Mickey Mantles out of the last couple seasons we've done. But he is a Yankee. So we're going to shout out the Yankees. We're going to shout out Boone Slang and all the Yankees fans up there. Hedgehog. All the Yankees fans. That's the only ones I can think of right now off the top of my head. I know there's a bunch. I just can't remember who all actually is. We got Egg Sprague on the Blue Jays. Shout out to Alex over at Jay's Mix. And Shaw over at Shaw Racing Collects for the Blue Jays. Randy Bush for the Twins. Shout out to Judy Farnham. Farnham away for the Twins. Walt Weiss for the A's. Shout out to a Missa Thing and Dad over at Rad Dad and Where's B-Dog for the A's. Mike Sharperson for the Dodgers. Shout out to Brandon Jensen for the Dodgers. Is that Glenn Braggs? I think it is. Glenn Braggs for the Brewers. Shout out to Steve Rademacher. I don't think we shouted out Steve last week either. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's Chris James. I thought that was Mike Schmidt for a second. But it's Chris James on the Phillies. I don't know many Phillies fans. Sorry about that, but I don't know. Rick Everly? He's Saski, Nick Saski for the Red Sox. Shout out to Stash. And shout out to Dave Durango. They're both Reds fans. Got another Angel A here. Not an Angel A. Is that something Hassey? Ron Hassey. A's. We got Oral Hershiser, who may be the winner of this pack. We've already shouted out the Dodgers. Unless Will the Thrill Clark can take it. Shout out to Goody G. And shout out to Swing Away Sports Cards for the Giants. And last but not least, something Junior. Oh yeah, we said it's Sandy Alomar Jr. That's his rookie card. Sandy Alomar Jr. rookie card. So he's not going to win the standings. But we're going to put Will Clark against Oral Hershiser and see who wins. Yes, we are. So we need wins and complete games and saves. 23 wins. Wow. And 15 complete games. Ooh, that's 53. Ooh, doubles and triples. 31 plus 6 is 36. So no, he doesn't take Will Clark. Oh, Hershiser will take the gold for right now. Oh no, that's a pretty impressive season there. We'll see if he can hold on to the gold as we go to the 1993 Friel Ultra. We'll see how much snow we've got in here. We got Dan Plessick, Freddie Benavides, Lenny Dykstra. We'll keep Lenny Dykstra. Oops, sorry, Lenny Dykstra out. Roger Clemens, the Rocket. We'll put the Rocket out. Ed Nunez for the A's. Danny Jackson. We had his Phillies so far, right? Oh, those are right. No, it's the Rockies. It's a Rocky. So we're going to shout out to Ken's Cardboard for the Rockies. Oh, and there's a Cub. I missed a Cub. Oh, man. I'm going to have to shout out all these Cubbies here. We've got David M. We've got Craig B. Matty Ice. Doug, Don't Talk to Robots. Papa Bear. Lots and lots of Cubbies fans. Dane Jackson, we'll keep him out. Candy Maldonado! Is he on the Cubbies too? Yeah, he's on the Cubbies too. So there's Candy Maldonado. We'll put him over there too. Kevin Mitchell, why not? Kevin Mitchell. He's on the Reds. So we're going to shout out to Shannon at Back to the Cardboard and Aaron over at Faith Family and Sports. And we're also going to shout out Robert Pop Springs for the Reds. And he's going to go over here in the fighting circle. Ivan Calderon for the Red Sox. Maybe. Jimmy Humphreys for the Yankees. We already shout out the Yankees. Mark Portugal for the Astros. Shout out to Sean, the Jedi Master. And Rad over at Rad Dad and Where's B-Dog. There's another Rockies. Butch Henry. And then we got a Royals. Filipo Picardo. shout out to NW Sting. And here is our snow. It's a Matt Williams. Matt the Bat Williams in the snow. He might get the win for the snow. We could do an executive decision there. We can, if we want. Do an executive decision there. Maybe. Let's see. Lenny Dykstra, 301 and 6 home runs. Roger Clemens is a pitcher, so he can wait 272 and 20 home runs. So 286, 9 home runs. So Kevin Mitchell's out. And Yvonne Calderon, 2-6 and only 3 home runs. So he's out. Matt Williams, sorry if you can't see. He had 20 home runs, just 2. He's tied for the home runs. So, let's see. These strikeouts wins. Not that one. Oh, how many at-bats did he have? He had 345, so that's close enough. So it looks like Lenny Dykstra is going to get for the batters. Where are the pitchers? Where is Danny Jackson and Roger Clemens? So Danny Jackson and Roger Clemens, 241, 348. Roger Clemens wins that. Wins 18, wins 8. So Roger Clemens takes both of those. Now does he defeat Lenny Dykstra? So wins and complete games. Ooh, that's pretty impressive too. So it's 18 plus 22. That's 40. Doubles and triples. No, so Roger Clemens takes this pack. Will Roger Clemens take the gold from Oral Hershiser? We will find out in just a second, because I think it's going to be close. So 2.26 is the ERA for Oral Hershiser. Oh no, it's going to stay where it's at. 2.41 for Roger Clemens. And he's got 18 wins for Roger Clemens, and it was a lot more than that. 23 wins for Oral Hershiser. So Oral Hershiser is going to stay on gold there. And Roger Clemens goes into the silver. Silver surfer. Okay, here we go into the pack of 1989 upper deck. Nope, not 89 Fleer. This one does have the roly-poly marks, I think. Yeah, right there. Right there's a roly-poly mark. That's good. So these probably are not searched, so that is great news for me and for you. So we got the Detroit Tigers, like I said before. So we're going to shout out to Last Droughts Baseball and shout out to Sticks G. They're both Tigers fans. And we want to shout out to late Lisa Z, because the Tigers was her favorite team. Andres Thomas. For some reason I'm remembering Andres Thomas in a run. But Andres Thomas is a Brave. Shout out to all my Braves buddies out there. We got Cuz. Haven't seen you in a while, Cuz. And I sent you a message the other day, so maybe you'll respond to it. We got Cuz, Zach's, Sports Cards and Collectibles, Adams Card Closet, Red Rum, Joshua Red Rum, who's been jamming on his guitar. Who else? There's a lot more Braves fans out there. Can't remember who I've said and who I haven't, but there's a lot of Braves fans out there. Oh, yes, the 40-40. This is definitely a tail. I can't remember who it's for, though. Seems like it might be Randy Johnson. We'll see in just a minute. Or maybe Billy Ripken. Todd Fernworth for the Phillies. This is the 40-40 for Jose Canseco. Tommy Herr on the Twins. Roger McDowell for the Mets. We're going to shout out to Joe Mansman, Peely Mama Gaming, James Jameson, Mets Rule, Carter's Kids, and all those Mets fans out there. And yes, it is the Billy Ripken, but I guarantee you this is going to be the block, because I think this is after the correction, but we'll see. Yep, it is definitely the block. It is the Billy Ripken. I've got this one already, so this can go into the giveaway if we wanted to. For those people, there's our Billy Ripken. Chuck Cram for the Brewers. Bo Jackson for the Royals. Maybe Bo will win though. Bob McClure for the Mets. Scott Bally's for the Indians. Shout out to Scott over at Reindeer Studios for the Indians. Chris Sabo on the Reds. And then we've got a checklist. The checklist. And then Charlie Hayes for the Giants. We haven't had any Padres yet. Shout out to Stimmers Hits and another Hollis build for the Padres. I know we haven't had Padres yet, but yep, I'm going to shout them out anyway, just in case we don't get one, because we got one more pack left. And here's Sean Dunston. So, do we have Billy Ripken error card? It's only the block one though, so it's not really the expensive one. Or Bo Jackson, who hit 246 that season. I think we'll give it to the Billy Ripken error card. Billy Ripken error. I know that's just arbitrary, but I didn't have an executive decision last week. Maybe I did. I don't know. I can't remember. Apparently, I can't remember what I did from week to week. The robot is telling everybody to eat before it's time to go to bed. Let's get into this pack of 1989 Upper Deck and see if we can't get that King Griffey Jr. I don't think we will. This is high number. Somebody lied to me about high number. They said high number had more King Griffey Jr.'s. I don't think it did. But we'll find out. The battery's getting low on the camera, so I might need to speed things up before I run out of juice. So we got Eddie Murray on the Dodgers, starting off with a Hall of Famer. I think we've seen him before. Doug Dravick on the Pirates. I think we shouted out Sykes Collections. Kevin You're Gross on the Phillies. Another Philly, Floyd Yeomans. Richard Yett for the Indians. I think we've had him before too. I know we've had Jim Jones before. I know we had Mel Hall. We had Mel Hall, 2 Mel Halls in one pack before. 2 different Mel Halls in one pack. And we got the Mets and the Giants. I don't know if you can see that. We got the Mets and the Giants. Mets and the Giants. I know we got the Mets. I don't know about the Giants. We got Lee's boy Duran with a dead bug on it. And that dead bug's been there for 30 years. That poor dead bug. And there's another dead bug. 2 dead bugs. Richard Gedman got a dead bug too. We got a Wally Whitehurst. Frank Viola for the Twins. Joe Orslak for the Orioles. We haven't shouted out the Orioles yet. Let's shout out to Autographs 2000. And Shane over at, I don't know, I might need to plug this thing up. It might die. Over at Oddball Cards, because he used to like them too. Bob Brentley for the Giants. Ron Hassey for the A's. And last but not least, Mr. Kennedy! Terry Kennedy for the Orioles. So it looks like Eddie Murray's going to win this pack. I don't know if he will be able, or if the Pug should win it, because it's got like 30-year-old dead bugs in there. Will he? It's a traded. He was on the Orioles. So, doubles and triples. That's only 29. He can't get past Roger Clemens. But I will put him on the board and leave Billy Ripken as our honorable mention. That way we'll have at least one Hall of Famer on the podium today. So that's it. Let's do a recap before we forget it, because I tend to do that sometimes because I can't even remember who we do every week. So we got Billy Ripken error card with the block. As our honorable mention, we have Eddie Murray in the bronze, Roger Clemens in the silver, and Oral Hershiser taking the gold this week. That was kind of amazing that he took the gold this week. Alright. I thank everybody for watching. And if you have subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, that button's down below. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down and or a comment to let me know how you liked or disliked this video. Check out the comments because everybody in the comments is cool. Click on that bell if you want to be alerted to my next video. And once again, everybody, thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time. Roll those beautiful bean credits. I don't know what you have. Beautiful bean credits.
Wubba lubba dub dub!